talked about the do and does. Do and does. And do you remember when we use do and what pronouns did we use for do? Which pronouns we use for does? And do I put it here? Nope, it's not here. Okay. Here's the okay, let's do this. Let's review this. Oh, do you remember what pronouns we use for do and which pronouns we use for does?
Yeah. I do.
I do.
You do.
You do.
They do.
They do.
And she does.
Yeah, there's one more do.
We do.
We do.
She does.
She does.
He does.
He does.
It does.
It does. Fantastic. Great. Fantastic. Good. We also, now this is not in your textbook, but some of this, not everything, should have been in Unit 1, I think, or Level 1. But let's just go over the basic parts of a sentence.
Yeah.
Just this whole sentence. Let's hear you read this whole sentence.
The dog is sitting on the floor.
Yes, the dog is sitting on the floor. Now, we broke this sentence is word by word. Like each word has a purpose to make a sentence. Again, you take the word the, which is an article.
Yeah.
There's 3 articles.
And
The, right? What is dog in this sentence?
mentioned as a noun.
Subject.
Yeah, it's a noun, but it's also in the sentence. The purpose of the dog is the most important word in the sentence. So it's the subject, but it's also a noun. Is, remember what is?
Verb.
It's a be verb, exactly. And what are the be verbs? The
Is.
Am is a
Are.
are and am, exactly. Sitting. Do you remember what that was?
It's a verb.
It's a verb.
Verb plus ing.
Plus ing. And with the ing, it
Continuous.
Continuous.
Yes, it's a continuous verb, exactly. On,
preposition.
preposition, exactly, preposition, right? Now we're going to talk more about prepositions by the end of the day because that will be on your test next week. On, in, and at. In reference to time. Yeah. Because right now it's, well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, go with the time. Here again, the article. Floor is what?
Object.
Is the object of the sentence. It's also the noun because it's a thing. So all things are nouns. So that's basically it. Remember, what are the vowels?
A, I, U, U.
One more time.
A, E, I, O, U.
And
Sometimes Y.
sometimes Y. Exactly.
When why?
Good question. Yeah. Okay. You see these words here today and yesterday. You see Y in 2 places. However, they're pronounced differently. The Y here acts as a vowel because it's not a hard sound like C or K or J. Here, it's more of a consonant. So that's why we say sometimes Y because it could be either a vowel sound or a consonant sound. So all the other letters outside of A, E, I, outside of the vowels are consonants. B, C, D, F, G, and whatever, continuous. Yeah, that's basically it for this. Pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, and these are personal pronouns, but they're also what is called possessive pronoun. Like, this is mine. This is my mouse. Personal. We'll talk more about that later. I don't want to confuse you. There's more pronouns to be discovered. And that's it for this preparation here. Now everything else we have to go to textbook. By the way,
This is my writing.
okay, guys, are we back? Zoom people? Zoom, are you here? Moyez, Naveed, Mohammed, Kasim, Basir, Wahid. Okay, someone's back. All right. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, everyone in Zoom, can you guys hear me okay? Everyone here? Yes? Okay, I'll get started. And don't forget to respond if I ask questions. Just whatever answers you can think, and that'll be great. So we're going to talk about time expressions. Actually, just a minute. I'm sorry. Let's go to page 11. Sorry about that. Go to page 11.
11?
Yes, 11.
Reading the biography.
And we're going to talk about time. How do we communicate time? Talk about time. Let's say it's 5 o'clock. I will meet you at 6 o'clock. Preposition at. Prepositions. Do you know what prepositions are? Prepositions. Orn is a preposition. Orn. In, into, above, under, across. They're all called prepositions. When it's connecting something to something else. So,
Like linking words.
yeah, they're like linking words, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. So there are lots of prepositions, too many. The easy ones are the ones that you can see, like above, below, on top, or on, underneath, in front of, behind, on the side. Those are the easy ones that you can see and feel. But the ones that are called, you do not necessarily see on or in, but they describe things that connect one subject to another. So, if you go to page 11, conversation, just to get started, I can read conversation. I start at 5. Just listen to my pronunciation, intonation, and then I'll choose you guys to volunteer and take turns. Kevin, so do you usually come to the gym in the morning? Ali, yeah, I do. I usually come here at 10 o'clock. Kevin, really? What time do you go to work? Ali, oh, I work in the afternoon. I start work at 5. Kevin, wow, that's late. When do you get home at night? I usually get home at midnight. Midnight? That is late. What do you do exactly? I'm a chef. I work at the Pink Elephant. That's my favorite restaurant. By the way, I am Kevin. So if you're able to listen to my intonation, pronunciation, that should work for you. Any volunteers? And then I'll have someone from Zoom to volunteer as well, if they're able to hear me. So, any volunteers? Who would like to be Kevin, and who is Ali?
Eh? Kevin. So,
Kevin and
oh,
Delhi.
yeah. Are you Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin and he's for Delhi.
Ali?
Yeah.
And Kevin. Okay. Go right ahead.
So do you usually come to the gym in the morning?
Yeah, I do. I usually come here at 10.
Really? What time do you go to work?
Oh, I work in the afternoon. I start work at 5.
Wow, that's late. When do you get home at night?
I usually get home at midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah.
That is late. What do you do exactly?
I am a chef. I work at the Pink Elephant.
That's my favorite restaurant. By the way, I'm Calvin.
Good. Very good. Very good reading. Pronunciation is very clear. Very good. And what I should have had you do was look at this dialogue. Just take a minute or so that you can get familiar of the words and then start the reading. And that's with anything. You probably want to see it first. When you see any type of reading, just go through it very quickly in your mind and then read it so you get familiar with the words. Okay. All right, good.
So here, when we say anything about any specific time, like 10, 5, in that case we use at.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
And when it's not specific like morning or like afternoon, in that case it will be in.
That's correct. Exactly.
Do you use anything else like between, on?
On.
Do we use like, you can do it within?
Yeah.
No,
So you could
within or
use it.
between.
Yeah. So in the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening, those are pretty much where you use the preposition in. At is a specific time, just what you said. That's correct. On you can also use for the days of the week, or on
Like?
Saturday, on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty huge for a day.
Mm.
When we use a day, we will use on.
Yeah.
If it's a month, like on July, right?
It would be in July,
In July, okay.
because it could be any day of the month of July. So sometime in the month of July, you just choose a date. So
In July on Saturday, like in July on Saturday.
yeah, you could say on Saturday. Yeah, that's good. In July on Saturday. That's good.
So only in case of week we will use on, right? Or
Which one?
when we will use on,
On.
on or n, on, when
On.
we will use it.
Use on, and we'll talk more about that. In fact, on page 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
On page 12 describes it more specifically, more clearly. I just wanted
I
to,
found this.
yeah. So that's why we wanted to read this dialogue first, because if you see here, yeah, I do. I usually come here at 10 o'clock. So the time you use it's at and so forth. Now on page 12. Okay, I gotta call the names of the Zoom people. Let's see if they're listening. All right. Tingwa, are you there? Tingwa? Jahangir? Moyez? Kitu?
Sir,
Kutub is here.
Oh, keep forgetting. And Shawan is here, right? Okay. Right. Wahid, Basir, Kasim, and Abid. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. There's life out there. Do you see the screen? Do you see what I'm showing you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's have on page, the screen that you see is page 11. I'd like to have 2 volunteers to read this dialogue, Kevin and Ali, exercise A. Any volunteers? Quickly, quickly. Kasim.
Yes.
Yes. You're Kevin. And we need an Ali. Any volunteers for Ali? Going once, going twice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm Ali. Basim, you're Kasim. Go right ahead. You're Kevin. Kasim.
Okay. So do you usually come to gym in the morning?
Yeah, I do. I usually come here at 10 o'clock.
Really? What time do you go to work?
Oh, I work in the afternoon. I start work at 5.
Wow, that's late. When do you go? When do you get home at night?
I usually get home at midnight.
Midnight? That is late. What do you do actually?
I'm a chef. I work at the Pink Elephant.
That's my favorite restaurant, by the way. I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin. I know that's not there.
Meet you too.
Good, good. I was hoping it was fun. Nice to meet you too. Good. So, in this dialogue, there are a few prepositions related to time. You have at 10 o'clock. You also have Ali at midnight. You go down. And I work at 5 o'clock. I work at 5, at 10, at midnight. So they're all related to time, right? So use at.